Miles, Amanda, for the invitation.
What is it? Can you give us the best quality of one of the best qualities of each of your 4 captains?
Okay. What kind of qualities? I mean, there's all kinds of qualities.
Best leadership qualities.
Let's talk on the field. We'll start with Kanate. Just his. They're all different. I mean, you hear about how they talk. Some are going to lead by example. Some are going to be, maybe the motivation. I would say Kanate is a guy that's going to lead by example. He's going to be a guy that is going to show everybody. He's going to lead that receiver room and that offense by, doing his, one of his 11 every snap. I think that's his. I think that's what he's going to bring to the table, and he's got a lot of respect. I mean, just the guys respect him. So I'd say respect would be that. Go to Brandon George, our only defensive captain. Defensive head coach, and you got one defensive captain. What the heck's going on? I didn't vote for him. But Brandon is one of those guys. To me, he's the ultimate leader. He's the guy that can bring people together. He as I said earlier, he's a throwback type guy that is just going to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So I just think he's going to be the vocal guy. Kanate might not be the vocalist guy. And again, Brandon's going to lead by example as well. Brandon will be that guy that's going to call a team meeting by himself. Matter of fact, he's already done that as a leadership council guy. As an Eagle, he's done that already. I would say Branson Taylor. Branson's a guy that again is going to be another one of those quiet leaders on offense. That's going to help lead that offensive line, and I think we got leaders at every position. But he'll be a guy up front that, and he's got some emotion to him. He's got, he's a guy that, plays with enthusiasm. So he'll bring the enthusiasm, I think, to the team. And then my last and final one is Gavin. Gavin's a guy. He's a loyalist. He's a guy that had an opportunity to leave and chose Pitt. Turned down a lot of things to stay here with us. So I think the team has a lot of respect for him for that. He's a guy, he's that kind of in-between guy. He can be the vocal guy, and he's also, he does his job, and he's gonna lead on the field by example.
What type of leader were you?
Oh boy, Jerry, I don't remember. I'm too old for that. I was one of those, I don't know if I told you a story before, because you probably asked me this question, Jerry, and I'm getting old. I was a guy, I'm a coach's kid, so I'm kind of like Tyler Paco. That's why I love him so much. And, listen to him speak, he's like, it's like he stole the thunder there. He's just, I was one of those guys that didn't care. Okay, I'm not looking for likes on Twitter. I don't care what, I'm going to tell it like it is. And if you guys are out of line and you're not getting your job done, I'm going to snap on you. Just like I do as a head coach. I think, head coaches got to be like that. Leaders have to be like that. You might not want to hear what I've got to say, but, and again, we need more of those. Who's going to be that guy? I need that one guy or two guys, even if they're not captains, to tell it like it is. And maybe Brandon George is maybe that guy that can, step up with a little, nudge by me. But, the guy that's just going to tell it like it is and not put up with any BS. Because, at times things can get away from you in practice, whatever it may be, off the field. What's going on off the field? I don't know. I'm not up in the dorms or apartments. What are they doing off the field? What are they doing tonight? So we need someone that if they see something, that they say something, not be quiet.
What's the relationship like between the head coach and the captains?
Great question. I mean, again, I love all my players, the captains, and we will have our captains meetings. I'll have my leadership meetings as well. But I'm not a guy that wants to show favoritism like those guys. Those are, it's their team. Those are the team's captain, right? They're not the head coach's captain. But I treat all my guys the same. I mean, I'm going to tell them like it is just because they're the captain. I mean, I'm not going to tell them, what the heck are you doing? You better get your crap right too. So, my job is to lead everybody and treat them all the same pretty much.
Three captains.
Great question.
Three captains on offense. Does that give you any kind of added confidence that that unit has that kind of leadership?
You know what? Again, the kids vote. I don't have any say. And I could go in there and veto stuff if I wanted to. But to me, it's like I said, it's their team. They made the votes. And I just go by. We tally it up. Again, we did it by QR code. Jerry,
Nice.
you and me are on the same page with
right.
QR codes. I don't
That's
know,
good.
but we all learned about QR codes during COVID, right? At the restaurants, you had it. And I know you like I do.
They never work.
They don't work? Okay, you're doing it wrong then. You're doing it wrong, so you do need some help. I'll have Bostic help you out. But what was the question? I'm sorry, I'm getting off QR codes.
Three captains on offense.
Captains.
What does it mean to have that kind of leadership on the unit?
It means a lot. I mean, you hope it takes effect on the field too, right? It doesn't really matter. I mean, would you like a specialist? You know, like Ben Sauls is a guy that was right there as well. But you know, we just need guys to lead the team. It's not necessarily they're leading their team. They're team captains. They're not offensive captains or defensive captains. I expect those offensive guys to get after their defense and vice versa. If things aren't going good on offense, you know, Brandon George, you know, step up over there and give his word as well.
Do you feel
For a
like you have
Youngstown guy,
do you feel like
keep
you
that-
have a good mixture of guys that will lead by example and those vocal leaders as well?
Yeah, you know, no doubt about it. I mean, that's what every team has those. I mean, every team has, you know, I would say probably maybe we're maybe 65% lead by example. You wish you had a little bit more vocal guys. To me, to be a good leader, you got to be the guy that's going to tell it like it is and not worry about hurting anybody's feelings. That's the one you need. When you have that alpha dog that's going to be like after everybody, like, you know, and that's hard to be. You know, it's hard to be that guy nowadays. Everybody wants to be everybody's friend, don't want to hurt your feelings, don't want to make you feel bad. But that's what I've tried to pull out of these guys to step up and lead.
Last one.
Kanate said that he was surprised that you got voted a captain. Were you surprised at all that the players chose him?
Not at all. When I called him out in the team meeting, I don't know if some video will come out about that, but when I called him out, like, he looked shocked. He was sitting in the front row on the left. Yeah, he was the one that looked, you know, the most shocked. Because I think he's quiet, and like I said, he's respected. That's the thing. It's not about, you know, like being the vocal leader, you know, but like he's respected, and to me, respect is a lot. So he was shocked. He was the one, you know, when I announced it, he was like almost like, you know, it was a mistake. Like he thought maybe you said the wrong name.
Coach, thank you. Thanks.
Okay.